Welcome back to Beyond Prompting. I'm Banana, and today we're talking about the biggest news in AI tools this week. The giants of the industry, OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Cursor, Vercel, all agreed on one thing. They want every AI agent skill and tool on Earth packaged in the same format. Write once, run anywhere, and it's called Agent Plugins.
The biggest AI companies in the world agreed on a single standard. That's like the UN passing a resolution without a single veto. How did that actually happen?
That's the wild part. It sort of just did. Vercel posted the initial draft of the Agent Plugin spec on Thursday, August 6th, with input from Amazon, Cursor, Microsoft, and OpenAI, all of which pledged engineers to the project. Then it was quickly embraced by the Linux Foundation's Agentic AI Foundation, or AAIF, and Google joined as a core maintainer the same day. For once, the industry is rowing in the same direction.
Okay, so what is Agent Plugins exactly? What problem does it solve?
Great question. Here's the problem. Every AI agent platform developed its own plugin format. If you built a skill for ChatGPT, you had to rebuild and repackage it for Copilot, then again for Cursor, then again for Codex. Same skill, same tool underneath, but a completely different manifest and directory layout for every client. The Register put it brilliantly. Developers want to move their agent superpowers easily from one platform to another, quote, such as when they get laid off.
Ah, yes, the eternal developer motivation, portability, and job security.
Exactly. So Agent Plugins 1.0 packages an AI agent's skills and tools into one directory structure. It builds on two existing standards, MCP, the protocol everyone already uses to connect agents to databases, APIs, and shell scripts, and Agent Skills, the open standard Anthropic originally created in 2025. Agent Skills holds the instructions for how an agent performs a task. MCP provides the connectivity to the outside world. Together, they make AI capabilities modular.
So it's like a shipping container for agent capabilities. Standard size, standard locks, fits on any platform's dock.
That's exactly the right metaphor. A plugin is literally a directory with a required manifest file called plugin.json. That holds the name, version, and schema. Then a skills folder with the skill definitions, an mcp.json file with the server configuration, and an optional namespace directory for client-specific extensions. Copy the folder to any supporting agent client, and it just works. VS Code, Cursor, GitHub Copilot, ChatGPT, Codex, and Kiro already supported.
And GitHub shipped full support this week, didn't they?
They did! On August 12th, GitHub announced Agent Plugins 1.0 is generally available in VS Code, the Copilot CLI, the Copilot SDK, and the Copilot app on all Copilot plans. And here's the part that matters for enterprises. They can govern plugins using the managed settings they already use. Enabled plugins to install or block specific plugins. Extra known marketplaces to add marketplaces. Strict known marketplaces to lock developers to approved marketplaces only. No separate plugin policy needed, it just plugs into the governance you already have.
That's actually the smartest part of the whole announcement. Every new agent capability creates a new supply chain, and every supply chain needs procurement controls. If IT can already manage extensions, they can manage this.
Right. And the spec authors were deliberate about scope. Agent developers are adding all sorts of experimental hooks, rules, and extensions to their skills. But the keepers of the spec kept version 1.0 deliberately narrow. The best ideas might make it into future versions. No promises. Until then, developers can stuff their experiments into the namespace directory and, quote, hope for the best, portability-wise.
Hope for the best, the official software engineering methodology.
Hey, it's in the spec. But the governance is genuinely open. An independent technical oversight committee, proposals starting in GitHub discussions, input from the public, and the spec is licensed CC BY 4.0. No single vendor owns the standard.
So is Agent Plugins the only game in town for taming the agent frontier?
Not quite, and this is where it gets interesting. Google folded its own agent-to-agent communications protocol, A2A, into the AAIF. Google is also building Agentic Resource Discovery, a spec for finding tools on the web, and the AAIF has a complementary project called Skills over MCP, which bundles skills directly into the MCP server itself, like shipping the manual with the product. So there are two philosophies competing. Do you attach skills to servers or servers to skills? Let the best approach win.
And for the person listening right now, what does this actually mean for how they work with AI?
3 things. 1. If you build agent skills, you can now write them once and run them everywhere. No more per-platform duplication. 2. If you run a team, this is your chance to set up plugin governance before your developers each install their own pet plugin, because next quarter, plugin sprawl will be the new browser extension sprawl. And 3. Watch the marketplace later. The platforms still control distribution, security boundaries, and user experience. The standard is open, but the storefronts aren't.
The write once, run anywhere promise is the easy part. The hard part is making sure the run anywhere part stays secure and governed, which is exactly why the enterprise settings GitHub shipped matter more than the format itself.
Absolutely. And here's the deeper takeaway. For the first time, the industry is treating agent capabilities like a real software ecosystem with packaging standards, governance, and marketplaces. That's a sign agents have graduated from demos to infrastructure.
I'm Orange, and if you build skills or run agents, drop a comment with your take on the plugin wars.
And I'm Banana. Subscribe for daily research deep dives, new episodes every morning at 7 a.m. Central. And tomorrow, we're looking at how enterprises are actually putting agentic AI to work, the deployments, the ROI, and the surprises.
Don't forget to package your skills.
See you tomorrow.